I normally spend 6 to 7 hours a day because I do shooting, I do researching. The Bitcoin is going up to 100,000.
If you were having dinner with the three people from the crypto industry, you could choose whatever you want. Who would it be? Hi guys, and welcome to another video in this video series where we're talking with prominent crypto influencers. And today we have a special guest from Japan. We have a Joe who has one of the biggest, if not the biggest, YouTube channels talking about crypto and blockchain in general. Joe, hi, thank you very much for coming here.
Thanks so much for inviting me.
Maybe you would tell us a little bit more about kind of your crypto journey and how you started being involved in crypto?
Sure. I'm Joe from Japan, based in Dubai. Currently, I'm working a couple of YouTube channels other than crypto. But then in terms of crypto, I have been doing this about 2 years. And before that, I was just, normal like employee of just another company. But then I started off on regular about like a stock equity crypto channel. Then somebody told me, hey Joe, you have a decent background from finance, so why don't you start crypto? And then that's the beginning of my journey.
So basically in 2 years, you go your channel from, let's say, from nothing into having one of the biggest channels in Japan. How did it happen? You must have some secret formula for that.
A lot of people ask me that, but then I don't have anything, any secret, just keep on going. I normally post 2 videos a day. So essentially double the work from other YouTubers that post a video every day. That's something I've been doing.
I think for most of the people who are starting, being active on YouTube, the hardest is to get the first 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers. Is there something special that they could need in order to increase their following in the very beginning? Or just, as you said, they have to just post very regularly, maybe even twice a day?
I think normally people try to go with a trendy flow or something that's right now happening. And then when I first, very first video was that something very hot was coming, then I get right on it. Nobody else before me. So that's something I try to do, like front running kind of.
Yeah, being one of the first ones to provide like valuable content.
Yes.
Gotcha. Now we're most probably also following other YouTubers, maybe international YouTubers.
Yeah, I mean, first I tried to the Carl and some MM crypto and whoever about like mostly everyone. So I tried to what they're trying to do, and then what else I can do. That's something I was trying to like understand what's the need and also what's something that people don't do. So this is a balance that I try to take.
But so what's the difference between people who are watching international YouTube, like English YouTube, and Japanese people who are watching crypto YouTube? Is there any kind of fundamental differences, and do Japanese expect different content?
I think not everyone, but English channel, they have more educational content. But in Japan, back then, when I started, most likely technical analysis or introducing altcoins, something like that. So I started off starting with the macro analysis perspective because I was former hedge fund trader at Warmer Selling and other city group. I was doing also investment banking. So I tried to analyze the market, crypto market from the macro perspective. That was something new to the market, I think.
So that, most probably that helped you a lot. How did your past knowledge help you to also then position yourself in the crypto world?
I think the timing was also good because previously, before I think 2020 or so, nobody really cared about macro economy in crypto. But that after a lot of institutions coming into crypto, mainly like hedge fund trader coming in crypto, people started looking from the financial policy perspective. And that's something lacking in the crypto, like a YouTube and also news media.
So you mentioned you also have other 2 channels, right?
2 channels. One is Invest Equity. The other is just a normal, like a Dubai Life or something like that.
How much time you spend on creating content, right? If you say that for the crypto channel, you always post twice per day, when you still have the other 2 channels, but you're very efficient in kind of creating content.
I normally spend 6 to 7 hours a day because I do shooting, I do researching and also editing all myself.
So you don't have any team members that could help you in that?
Not yet, but I try to ask for small helps for the YouTube shorts and on something else.
And how's it going on the other channels?
At first, I didn't really think about much, but now I want to, in terms of crypto channel, I want to support builders in the market and then also the projects that I like. So if there's any project that I like, I want to introduce those builders or founders to the audience, because a lot of time those founders don't really have much followers, even on Twitter. So I want to invite them to my channel, then do some interviews. Maybe sometimes I can introduce the contents or platforms, whatever, to the audience. That's something I'm trying to do.
How do you find good projects that you say, okay, they're worth mentioning on my channel, they're worth inviting, get talking about?
Most of the time I find them on Twitter, and so I approach them through Twitter. Some people reply to me, some people don't. And then the other thing is that other ways that I go to crypto meetups and stuff like that, and then ask them, hey, are you interested in it? Because I do need you from Japan. Maybe if you're interested in penetrating into Japan market, I can help.
How is the Dubai similar or different from the Japanese scene? We met at a couple of crypto meetups here in Dubai, right?
In Japan and Dubai, totally different. In Japan, of course, a lot of meetups, many companies, but here is, I think, another level. And also people here are much more active in terms of doing the meetups, and we're going to the meetups, and also product-wise, they're more, I wouldn't say advanced, but it's more out to the public, because I rarely find projects from Japan, and then it's really difficult if I live in Dubai, especially. I can't find any project from Japan.
Let's say I know many European projects, right, that would like to go to Asian markets, especially China's or Japanese market, and they find it very difficult because, again, different culture, kind of different tools that they use for marketing. What would be kind of the go-to market strategy for a European startup, crypto startup, to penetrate the Asian market?
Of course, it depends on what kind of product they're developing. Well, what I recommend to do is to find the right KOL or partners to work on, because here, let's say my YouTube channel is one of the biggest one in Japan, but maybe my product is not suitable for certain project. But I can definitely help something like a Web3 social or exchange. Most of my viewers, subscribers are interested in crypto, want to learn every day, but not really working in crypto industry like every single day. So those type of demographics, I think I can help quite well.
Can you tell us a little bit of how you decided to basically switch to full-time?
The moment I decided to switch is that I really like this job. Web3, now people call, but blockchain in general, I believe this is the future. I believe this is something I can devote so much time and energy. And previously, I said I work for financial institutions. Of course, that's a great job to make money, to make a career. But, I could really see myself doing that for another 30, 40 years. But instead, I always wanted to do something new. I wanted to try something very exciting.
What was your biggest kind of crypto failure?
I think the first trade I made was XRP back in 2017, very late stage. So that's the peak of the bull market. That was the very exciting and also very miserable moments I had.
I remember it was actually also my first trade. I bought a lot of XRPs because there was so much good information about that. I remember in 2017 and 2018, they were displaying their deals with Santander, and they were saying that we're going to replace IBAN and all this financial system will depend on XRP.
Yeah, that's why I thought, oh, can this change the finance? Yeah, quite different. Quite a lot.
So basically, content creation is is more than a full-time job. So you spend about 7 hours doing that, right? Apart from that, you most probably also scan Twitter and look for other projects and so on. So many people kind of have this idea that, they see a popular YouTuber making a 10-minute video and they say, oh, I just have to make a 10-minute video and then I'll be popular, right? But that's probably not how it works, right?
Definitely not. And then at the beginning, I only had like 5 or 6 year old MacBook, and then my device was pretty old. So, even just do the editing, it took so long, and I'd never done it before. And then even Twitter had a 0 follower at the beginning of post, right? So like no response from nobody. But what got me going was just a passion for this thing, found the bakery. I believe in the future. And of course, a lot at the beginning, but some, comments or followers saying good things about my content. Yeah, that was really helpful. Yeah.
What are the main income sources of a crypto influencer?
One of the biggest one is of course the ads advertisement from YouTube, and some people do affiliate, and some people do collaboration with corporate companies. And another things that I do is primary investment. That's the like an investment into a company that's not listed public. In terms of token, maybe sometimes, but also in terms of equity.
What kind of investments do you do as an angel investor?
When I invest in mostly DeFi and also the projects that I can help. DeFi is something I'm really, really interested in. And also my background is finance. So I'm hoping DeFi is coming into the traditional finance. So that's fine investing in. And also some other stuff that I can help. It could be GameFi, it could be exchange, it could be maybe Web3 social, because I try to reach out to the users, reach out to the audience. Then if they're interested, they get to use the apps that I supported.
If you were having a dinner with the 3 people from the crypto industry, you could choose whatever you want. Who would it be and why?
Maybe one is Vitalik, another is CZ, and the third person maybe starting from Babe. Vitalik is one of the legendary existing. I don't know if Satoshi Nakamoto really exists, but I just want to hear the story of his journey and also what he's thinking about the future of Ethereum. And the CZ, about the same reason, but then he always struggled being in FUD all the time, but he's very strong in terms of mentality and so on. So I want to ask him how he can drive himself so strongly. And the third person, Abe, stunning. He is kind of now one of the most admirable person in the industry. And I want to ask him why and how he himself making up to this level, and also what he's thinking at this moment. Maybe his protocol is one of the most advanced ones and out there.
So guys, comment down below which one of those 3 personalities would you like to see on the camera, and we will invite at least one of those persons here in the studio. Now, I have another question. What's kind of the most outrageous prediction that you made that turned out true or turned out to be totally wrong?
What's that? So in the previous bull market, I thought the Bitcoin was going up to 100,000, but it didn't. That's maybe not outrageous enough, but that was something I thought crazy, because before the bull market happens, nobody really thinks that the Bitcoin is going up to 60,000. I thought that was crazy enough. But something that I didn't expect but happened is that like crypto is this big, and then now SEC or US government or government all of the world is now all over crypto. I started crypto 2017, like I said, but back then the crypto was like so scammy and nobody really cared.
If you invest that much time in content creation, do you still have time kind of for trading?
Yes, I do sometimes trade and I'll also work the long-term investment, but I try not to do too much short-term because when I do short-term, I get too anxious. Yeah, I can't focus on many things, so I try to avoid.
How to basically build a great brand on YouTube, crypto related?
What I really concerned or thinking about all the time is that, like you said, like brand, and brand doesn't come suddenly. So I try not to talk about something I don't believe in, and then I avoid receiving money from project because once I start receiving, I have to rely on those income. So I don't like that. So I talk about mainly something that I really like. And then also, I sometimes I don't understand what's going on. So just be honest. I mean, I wouldn't say I totally don't understand, but I try to give out my opinion to the audience. But when I'm not sure, I think that's fine to be I'm not sure. And also, I totally understand what my strength is. Otherwise, you try to go into something that you have no idea and say something totally out of control. So that could hurt your brand, I think. Yeah, that's something I don't try to do.
How did your network kind of help you to be here where you are? Or if I see it correctly, basically build everything on your own?
The network definitely helps, but network doesn't come in out of just your friendship because you have to show them what you can do. So every day building is like the most important thing. But also through the friendship or relationship that you have, you show them in addition to your skills, your integrity, your personality, because nobody wants to work with, like people who don't have a good personality or such thing, right? So be genuine, be humble. I mean, that's somewhere you can utilize. Utilize is, I don't know if that's the right word, but you can use your those are networks. So that's a combination is quite important, I would say.
What do you miss mostly about Japan?
Japan, food in Japan in general, the most, I think, delicious thing, the most precious thing also, especially when I'm in Dubai.
What do you like most about Dubai? Right? Of course, there are many advantages here, right? But what's the kind of the activity that you like to do here in Dubai?
What I like the most about Dubai is definitely the energy here. The people are really, really positive, energetic. People here are really enthusiastic. So I like the energy. And also something I like about Dubai is freedom. People, of course, there's some certain laws and regulations, but here is still very new in terms of crypto regulation. But also in general, people are very open to challenge, open to new stuff. So that's something I don't see much in Japan also.
In Japan, people maybe are mostly used to work in a bigger corporation and go that career ladder instead of creating their own.
That's something also I was doing, and also people in Japan a lot more conservative. So starting a company is really tough stuff.
What's kind of the most expensive thing you bought with the help of cryptocurrency to be your investments?
To be honest, I don't spend much money on things. I don't buy much. I don't buy stuff. But what I bought, the most expensive things that I bought is camera to shoot the YouTube. So I try to improve my content. I want to deliver a good product to the audience. So that's something I spent just last week.
When you're humble, this kind of reminds me of CZ. He's also a very humble man and also speaks about practical things mostly. You think that's kind of the right approach to to any business or to any kind of career?
Yeah, I would say so. And then I do that because my parents were also doing the business since he was 18 or 19. And then he went through all the chaos and then a lot of troubles afterwards. I don't know if that's a trouble, but tough time. And then I've seen the great stuff not lasting forever. So I'm always ready for something bad happening or bad time. So that's something, my personality.
Gotcha. What's the next challenge that you're currently working towards?
I think next Buran, more people coming into crypto, more players coming into crypto. So what I'm doing is also in the future replaceable. So I want to hire maybe someone who can support me, or I can work together to make a strong team to compete with others. I mean, I don't know if that's compete is the right term, but I want to do something better and better every day. So I want to improve my content, and also what I want to do is in the future. My background is finance, and then I used to live in Japan. So my circle, my comfort zone was quite small in terms of industry and also the geographical location. I want to extend my network into other countries such as the US. So most of the time, the companies or players in the US, they have enough resource and money within the US. But I believe they realized, or maybe they started realizing, greatness or big opportunities in Asia and also Dubai. So something I want to leverage.
So basically expand your network and then slowly building your dream team around you. Some people will get inspired with your story and would like to work with you. Next time when you are hiring somebody, I'll put the job ad on the cryptojobs.com.
Sure.
And it's, would be the place for people to come and to maybe find your ad and start working with you.
Definitely, I would like to explore. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Joe, thank you very much for the interview. It was great having you here.
Thank you for inviting. Thank you for the audience.
So guys, we had our very first influencer here from Japan. I hope you got inspired by his story. Don't forget to visit cryptojobs.com. If you want to meet another person, an influencer, a CEO, or maybe somebody that's achieved a lot in the crypto space, just comment down below and I'll guarantee you we'll invite that person for a quick interview in our studio. Thank you very much and see you in the next one.